We've heard some really compelling stories through the course of the afternoon. Some, happier than others. But this next story is very, very different. While we were sitting here waiting to come on, I saw Matt come up to you and say that you're an inspiration to everyone here. And I'm speaking to Laurie. Laurie's 17 years old. The same Laurie, who it turns out is the best friend of Anissa, who we just spoke to. You guys actually met, she said, through the hospital,
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
I saw her post from the foundation, and I decided why not add her. And she followed me back, and then she texted me, do we know each other? And I was like, no, but we go to the same hospital. And it started like this.
Wow, and now you guys are best buddies.
Yeah, we are.
That's nice. I say an inspiration because your story is a bit different. You have been a patient here at the Children's, if I read this right, since you were less than a year old.
Exactly.
How did this all start? What was the story?
I first had GERD, so gastroesophageal reflux disease. Sorry, and I was sent here to follow up with a GI doctor, and at about 4 years old, when we had tried every meds to try and ease my reflux. I had to go on to underwent a Nissen fundoplication, which is a surgery where they tight your esophagus
right.
with your stomach.
Okay.
And from there, this surgery was said a failure, which wasn't a true failure, but it wasn't a success. And from age 5 to 12, I was surfing on a wave, of good health and bad health. And at about age 12, I started having these bad symptoms of reflux, stomach pain, diarrhea, nausea, bloating. Wow. No vomiting, thankfully, because I had my Nissen fundoplication to help. Otherwise, I would have lost even more weight rapidly. And I lost so much weight rapidly, unintentionally, because of the symptoms. And in April 2023, I was diagnosed with a rare disease syndrome called SMAS, which stands for Superior Mesenteric Artery Syndrome.
Wow.
And which is a condition that blocks your duodenum, which is a small intestine, from food passing through. And I was admitted on the 8th floor for about 3 months on a NG tube, so a nasal jejunal tube.
So having to get all your nutrition, all your food through that tube.
Exactly. And since then, I've been tube fed and continuing to live through it, even though...
Did they, I've heard of some odd diseases. I've never heard of that. Did they know what caused this? Was it genetic? What did they tell you? Did they have an idea?
They don't really know my case because I have such a weird GI history. So they don't know if it was from the weight loss or even from my special stomach anatomy that makes my stomach super, super long. It's down to my hip. And so they are it's either this or it's the weight loss, but we really don't know. Or it's my gastroparesis, which is the paralysis of the stomach partially,
right.
which made me lose weight.
Where are you now in this whole sort of situation? Because you've been here, as you said, your entire life pretty much. So where are we now?
So right now I'm tube fed through my GJ tube, so a gastrojejunal STEMI tube, and my jejunal STEMI, which is the small intestine tube, and I'm doing pretty well. I have every 3 months I have a Botox injected in my pylorus to help it stretch so food can pass really easily. And now we're waiting on me to transition to the adult side to have a surgery where it's super rare here in Quebec, and we're going to essentially I'll reconstruct my pylorus to make it really open so food can pass through. And
and if that was to happen, does that bring you back to normal stage?
That's what we hope. And otherwise we have we hope that it's going to at least put me off tube feeds during the day and just during the night, which will be hopeful.
Would that allow you to at some point be able to go back home?
I'm home now.
You are home now.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, it's funny, you used the word, we've talked about this before, you used the word adult side, like you're graduating from the children's, right?
Yeah.
Which means you move from here to the general.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's the same, I mean, you're going to see the same faces because you're going to be in the same building, basically, so you're still going to see the same people you've seen all along.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what that means? Is there a prognosis for how long, or this is just a matter of we'll see how it goes, and because we've never seen this before?
It's really we'll see how it goes. We're hopeful that it's going to be to treat herself, but otherwise I'll still be followed from a GI doctor and every specialist. Even though if I'm better, because it can always come back or just surprise us. But for me, it's okay because I've been living through it even when I was not 8 years old.
It's crazy to think of that. I mean, you're 17, right?
I am, yeah.
And this has been home for you on and off for most of your life.
Yeah.
So
it's kind of sad to know that it's coming to an end. It really is, because I've been besties with some nurses and doctors. Even my GI doctor, it's going to be sad because we've been through it all with her for the 17 years I've been alive. So it's kind of sad.
Imagine to hear a story where it's going to be a sad time to leave the hospital, not to stay in the hospital, but for someone who's been here, I completely understand that. As long as you have, it's going to be a bit of a change. What's your situation now at home? What do you have to maintain when you go home?
When I go home, I have to be fed for about 13 to 19 hours a day. And so I have to carry my pump everywhere I go. Oh. I bring it to school, I bring it to events, I bring it everywhere I go. I even traveled to Disneyland recently, and I bring all of my medical supplies to the destination and everything.
So that bag that you're talking about, that is basically your lifeline, right?
Exactly.
Wow. It's a compelling story. I'm glad that it's coming to an end. Apparently not as glad as you, because you will have to, not have these friends, but you'll see these people anyway, long after you're out of the hospital. And I wish you the best. Thank you for sharing the story. And I think you're when we said as an inspiration, you're a perfect person to just tell everyone now, while we're on the radio, why it's so important that they donate on a day like today.
It's so important they donate to kids and teens like me, because they don't really know it, but by just simply donating $1, $2, 50, 100, you can change a whole story. It can be a happy story from the child life specialist coming in your room and giving you something, or even medical researches or everything. It can change a life. Really, really, trust me.
It's interesting. I just want to ask one last thing. A lot of people brought up things that we don't think about at the children's, like pet therapy or music. Did you take advantage of all that when you were here?
I had pet therapy with the older dog that's retreated now, but it was just so fun to see the dog and walked him through the unit, and it was just amazing.
Listen, I thank you for sharing your story. I wish you the best. You are an inspiration, and I thank you for taking the time to talk to us.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you, Laurie.
The newest tracks. Let's go. New music. And the next big thing.
Always on the new music first.
Your first place to hear it all.
'Cause you gon' like it, love it, wanna play it twice. Playing now.
iHeart New Music. Your digital station for brand new drops, fresh finds, and tomorrow's bangers.
I think we need something new.
Discover iHeart New Music. Always fresh, always first. Stream now on the free iHeartRadio app.